The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. First carry now for Chase Edmonds. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
3rd down.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more there and another first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Murray now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Murray now on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
Murray's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
first down. Edmonds. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
For the extra point.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Almost able to intercept it.
Wilson.
That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at him. Instead,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Murray. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. 6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Cardinals 6, Seahawks nothing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, there's young guys who can move around a lot. They keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Murray, 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Isaiah Simmons on the...
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. On 3rd down, Carson. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's good for us.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At the 45-yard line.
Mike 58, right there. Play out. Under crunch. Go, guys, slow down. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Carson.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go.
From the 39, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 31-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give to Edmonds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And a Cardinal first down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Arizona.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Brooks brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Edmonds. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Good tackle there by Jaron Reed, the former 2nd-round pick out of Alabama, and that's why he was drafted. But he's really shown an excellent ability to rush the passer as well.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Second and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Murray, that's complete, right around the 8. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
14. Seahawks 7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Oh, And Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Pass.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He's got a man, complete. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Cardinals,
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Now it's Carson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Seahawks.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead.
14. Cardinals, 13.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Cardinal, 1st down.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Edmonds again, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle by Darrell.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
2 yards.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second down now. Edmonds. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown,
Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Seahawks 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Draw play. This is Carson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
By Zach Allen. No gain on the play.
He's back to throw.
And 10 at the 44-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing now is Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Philip Dorsett. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with 8 seconds remaining. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
Jason Myers to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that.
And got his man complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know
that he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Dayon Buchanan able to get him for a loss of about 3. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down, Edmonds. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Chase Edmonds, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
First throw of overtime for Murray. And that is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
This is away, but, boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
44-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Carson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On 3rd down, Wilson going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
We got this. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Here's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Carson, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And in the yardage of game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say: get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights.